I was born in the city of Toronto in 1958. Grew up in a family of four. My dad was immigrated here and then brought my mom. I grew up in a household, always a fun household. My dad and mom encouraged us for education. More importantly was my personal direction was creative. And so I studied to be an artist most of my life, which in most Italian families, you either were a plumber or a drywaller or a carpenter, or at least they asked you to go in those directions, or they wanted you to be a lawyer or a doctor. And so I was this oddball kid who got into the creative world. Graduated here and then took off and went to Europe, studied in Rome at Istituto Europeo del Disegno. And the concept was for me is to become a sculptor. And so when I got back here in 1979, 1980, it was a little difficult to find work for a sculptor. And so I basically got into the communications field, and here I am today. I also have a large family. We have 5 kids. I've always worked hard at what I do, and I've never allowed some of the negatives that can occur in business to ever sort of throw me off direction. And I boil that all down to the ethics that my dad and mom taught me, basically. Just work hard and you will succeed. I think the first reason, early on in the process, I sat on the board of Villa Colombo. I was asked by a number of board members there to join, I don't know, it's probably 12, 13 years ago now. And I saw it as a way, kind of selfishly, to get back involved in our Italian community. The communication field tends to extract you from your heritage. I would like to be remembered that I made some change in this industry. The industry I'm in has been pretty staid for the last 30 to 40 years. I pioneered a number of areas in it, and I think that's where the success comes from, is that in order to predict the future and in order to achieve the goals, you need to create it. And so what I did is basically created my own future, and I hope that becomes my legacy. I've won a number of awards. Our agency has won numerous awards on creativity and all the rest of it. This one's very personal to me because it is my peers with a cultural background. I think the CIBPA allows that networking to occur here locally, and I guess on a national scale as well. And I think that's the biggest bench strength that you bring to the table, is that ability to network within your community.